Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith in the Black, and we are finishing off the month. Just 2 more days to go, Monday and Tuesday till December. So as we start to look at the monthly charts, you can see this shooter here in the SPY after Friday's SmackDown from a little variant SmackDown. So you can see here you got your higher high, like so. And now we got our lower low. Broadening formation. So if you go to your weekly, you're going to see this, the big outside week. So we want to see how they disseminate the news over the weekend, if there's overreaction or not. So we'll see how that goes. But right now, outside week to start off, and you have your broadening formation, but we're closing out that month. And I want to keep an eye on that because we are closer to taking out the lows, right? So we'll be aware of that. If we go to QQQ, little better, a little greener, but you can see also backing off after Friday, and on the weekly, going to give you outside week we're looking for, right? Let's just start to back off, so we'll see if that gets any worse. Down into here would be nice, down all this kind of stuff, but once again, like I said, we're watching those monthlies. Dailies all look somewhat similar with getting hit on Friday. Not too bad. Could have come down, maybe take something like this out after getting your higher high here. So we'll see how they open. Apple. So Apple, after getting your 3-2-2-monther, then it goes into exhaustion risk. And on the weekly, backs off closer to a 2-2 back down. So we're going to be aware of that too coming into this to close out the month. You'd have some distance on the monthly to take that out, but at least we'll keep an eye on this to see what they want to do with that. There's your lower low and your higher high, like so. So we'll see if we can get to rip through that thing. If we go to small cappers, it's two with diamonds leading the charts because we got that earlier 2-2 reversal on the weekly and then follow through down into here. So this is getting a little more interesting as it goes back into that range that we were watching for so long. These three were an inside quarter of that and broke out and then came all the way back. So that could get interesting if you see it gets stuck in here again, or can we take all that kind of stuff out? If we go to TLT, and TLT still stuck in here, like 4 months stuck in here, but had a nice run here on Friday. See this, nice push up into here, so we'll see what comes of that. If we go to VXX, and VXX, we got a nice spiker. That's good. That's good for trading. So we'll see on the month here, still a 2 down, so it's not totally getting killed. I mean, they're not totally ripping it, but we got all this stuff to come after here. If we want to keep that VIX nice and high, that'd be good for trading. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, Diamonds also had that 2-2 reversal to lead the sell-off with the small cappers. We knew that. And on the month, now coming back and being close to a 2-2 back down on the month after Friday's gap. So we'll see how we handle this and here. Do we do 2-2 right back up, or do we stay down a couple more days to keep an eye on it? If we go to Cat Tractor, and Cat is potentially setting up the RevStrat month here. If they want to take that down, let's let it close out first. If we go to the trannies, and we know that's going to be skewed because of CAR, it's still skewed. You go to the daily, now it's starting to come back down. IYT, weekly, we're an inside week to the downside, so just keep an eye on this month. Once again, closer to taking out the lows of the month. If we go to FedEx, the hopes was this month was going to get it going, but no such fortunate. And so if we go to our weekly here, 3-2 down. So trying to come back through this range again. So certainly not out of the woods there. If you go to airlines, pummeled. United, after that 2-2 weaker, boom, down she goes. And so you got your higher high and your lower low there, broadening formation. So outside month are for United, like so. And so we'll see. If we go to XLU, and XLU just stuck, was an inside month, potential RevStrat month, but still stuck in all this kind of stuff. So not too much going on over there. If you go to FAS looking like inside month. Yep, inside month, but closer to taking out the lows. XLF as well. And so let's take a look at JP Morgan. And JP Morgan just still stuck up in here. There you go. So not much going on there. Goldman Sachs on the daily. Remember this try here. Now it tries to get back out of it. But you can see this monthly doing this. green, red, back and forth and back and forth. That was Morgan Stanley. Very similar to that. You got your 1-bar rev strat there, but it's stuck in a 4-month range. So we'll let these things open up. Visa and Mastercard show still on. Still having a tough time here, Visa. And we've known about that too in that weekly. The 222, bam, down she goes with MA. And then that gives you this perfect broadening formation on here to see, does it expand this on this weekly and keep going, or does it try and come back up through it again? If we go to crude got rocked on Friday, and that was rough. If you go to the daily, you can see that, boom, down she goes. And the XLE, not as bad, gaps down, triangles out right here, stops these guys out, and then rallies back a little bit. If you go to the weekly, so you're not doing too much here, OIH, but still was slightly green there from the opening. OIH, Momo shoot, if they want to take that down. Still some tight ranges in these guys. I believe Chevron muscled out an inside week, so you can maybe keep an eye on that, but we'll see. If you go to XRT retail, and XRT with the 2 up, 2 down week last week. Also in that monthly, getting closer to being a 2 down after taking all these guys out. So we'll see how that goes. If we go to the Walmart, and the Walmart on the week, inside week for the Walmart. So either side of that. If you go to Costco still don't care. Costco's still walking into the highs, barely got touched on that Friday. Target, and getting a little more interesting here, potential 322 if they want to take it back up. But on the daily, tried to get back into that try, but ran into a market sell-off. Here you can see that. So the question is, can they get back in there? We're going to start expanding this thing to the downside. If we go to TJ Maxx, and TJ Maxx on the week holds on to an inside week after a spike up. We'll see if we can take that out. VFC Corp is setting up Rev Strat month here if they want to bring that in. 1, 2 up. If we go to IBB, and IBB outside month, so on that weekly, see this higher high, lower low, a little tight stuff in here though, so you want to be careful in here because you see in that daily got real tight in here, tested the downside, tested the upside, now back in the middle of this stuff. So you got GILD in there, maintained an inside day on Friday, and trying to finish off this Rev Strat month. Still good if they want to try and get this thing going. And we'll see. If we go to Lilly, and Lilly goes inside month to the upside, but doesn't go too far. And now you've got your inside, outside, inside week. And so that'll be interesting to see if it pushes back up on the inside and up month, or if it sets up the Rev Strat downside. If we go to XLK outside weaker, and like a lot of things, got them going here, pokes up, then comes right back down to SMH also. So SMH still handily green on the month. Here, if you go like that, so far, no major reversal there as we see. If you go to Facebook, and Facebook tried to go 2 down, 2 up month, but now you're getting closer to the 222 continuation if they want to bring it down. You can see these lower lows here and higher high there. That's your broadening formation on the shorter term and the daily. Like so. If you go to Amazon, outside day on Friday and the monthly, had that 2-2 and couldn't make it quite to the highs, and then we had that reversal on the week. Right here, slight 2 up, 2 down after, so closer to taking these guys out, but still back and stuck in that range again. Here was the top here, that 2-2 day. That was real nice. If we go to Netflix, and Netflix inside day and gapped up, so potential Rev Strat back to the downside to start off the week. If you go to the monthly, see this, still closer to being a 2-2 reversal to the downside to start the new month after ticking into the highs, but we'll see. If we go to Google also closer to being a 3-2-2 on the month, coming to start off the new month, so we'll let that close out. If we go to Nvidia nowhere near being bad on the month. In the week, potentially you could go 2 up, 2 down and take that out, and you was able to stay inside day on Friday. So we'll see if it can try and go back through these guys, or can hold up hold up into here. If we go to Baidu, and China's been having all sorts of problems, but if you go to the weekly, and Baidu potential 322, little hammer there, kind of stuck down in here, but you can watch that with the rest of China. AFRM, hammer counters inside are 312 and potentially back up to that 3. So AFRM held up pretty well. Here you can see on Friday, even in the teeth of that sell-off. If we go to LRCX, that monthly comes up, couldn't quite hit the new highs, and so if you go to the weekly, you'll see this took out all these guys, but not strong enough for that. So let's redraw the try here, and you got pretty big try here, and you're closer to the 2-2 weaker down. You can watch that with NASDAQ and QQQ and SMH, AMD. Held up pretty well. It's not really close to a 2-2 weaker, so maybe you get yourself an inside week. Held up pretty well on Friday as well. Here you can see that. Not down too much, so we'll see if that strength continues. If you go to the Bitkerners, you got Mara. Inside week with Riot Blockchain. And then we'll go to Tesla's. And Tesla's closer to a 2-2 week to the downside. Big monthly range here to try and get out of, but come December. But also stayed inside day on Friday. So we'll see if they want to come ripping back through this, try down through here, or hold and start ripping back up that way. But we'll see. Going to let them open, then we're going to let them close, and then we're going to take a look at them, see how they want to start off the new month. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith in the Black.